Okay. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. And let's, as we begin the healing process, go to have a nice meditation. I have my special needs daughter, Vanessa, with me today. So it's a quiet time, Vanessa. And one of her roommates crossed over into spirit yesterday, and it makes me think of our closeness to the other side of life. Her name was Sitara. She could play music. She was visually impaired, and she passed. Her mother and father follow Eastern traditions, and they said she passed peacefully into spirit. So let's just take a deep breath, and let's remember those who've been close to us, who have passed into the spirit realm. Take a moment and recall each of those people. Recall the healing that death, so-called death, may have brought to you and to them. One at a time, let's bring the first person to our consciousness. And then remember that there is no separation through the law of subjective attention. We can think their name 3 times, and we'll be connected with them wherever they are. So for example, if I wanted to connect with my husband in spirit, since 2009, I could say Joe, 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 and relax and turn my attention to him. And each of you will feel impressions. So let's take a moment now and quietly in your mind say your loved one's name 3 times. And close your eyes and just trust whatever you feel. Don't edit anything out. It could be just a feeling, a color. Let's do that when the first person comes to our mind. Now we can surround in our mind the person who came to mind in a beautiful emerald green healing light. As we just read in the spiritual principles, life continues on the other side of life. Souls grow. And they grow sometimes by watching over those they love. So imagine your loved one in blue-green healing light, knowing that he or she is more aware of the all by being on the other side of life right now. As we surround the first person, we release that person to their path in the light, and we welcome them to be a guiding force to us. Now call up another person who made their transition, who passed from this world. Someone you knew of, somebody you were close to, or had concern for. Say their name quietly 3 times in your mind, and experience whatever flows through your mind without planning, without editing. You can talk to them. You might feel a warmth, a color. Say the name 3 times. I might talk to my spiritual teacher. I would say, Jessica, Jessica, Jessica. Now say your name 3 times. See what spirit brings you. Surround this loved one with a favorite color, their favorite color, something that reminds you of them. And know that you can communicate with your loved one side by thinking their name 3 times, and with the law of subjective attention, you may see, you may feel, you may just know what's happening with them and feel their message to you. Surround this loved one with beautiful light. And now let's come and call forth one more person who crossed over to the other side of life. Someone we cared for, someone we would like to communicate with, and also by doing this process, it's a quiet prayer for them in their journey. Say the name of someone who crossed over 3 times and surround them in a light, colored light that you think represents them. So I would say, Tom, Tom, Tom. And now you say, inwardly, the name of someone who passed over, so you can surround them with light and hear from them. Now that you've surrounded your loved ones in beautiful healing light, we'll take a moment and we offer our own inner prayer for those on the other side of life. The Edgar Cayce readings said that these prayers reach and uplift and comfort our loved ones who are in a different dimension but still continue forward. So I'll just say a prayer collectively. Divine Infinite Spirit, Father, Mother, God, surround each of our loved ones that we called up and others who didn't, that are in our heart with protection, with warmth, with affection, and with attention to their gentle whispers and their messages to us. We know that they do this in the light of you, the divine creator, and that we're protected in the white light. We're protected by having a compassionate attention, a caring ideal, and we rejoice in being able to pray for our loved ones. Take a moment now, if there's someone you haven't called up, to offer a quiet prayer. Name of the compassionate Christ Spirit, called by many names and many faiths, the Spirit of compassion, we ask that these prayers reach to the other side, and that we can now know how to communicate with our loved ones who have crossed over through the simple method of saying their name 3 times, calling them forward, wrapping them in light, sharing messages, and knowing that there is no separation. The other thing the Edgar Cayce reading said, love goes far beyond what we call the grave. We're united in love with those who love us. We give thanks for that. energy with meditation with you for a healing